What is going on, dwellers? This is the Fallout Handbook coming at you with another video. How's everyone doing today? In this video, I'm going to be talking about my theories for Fallout 76. There's so much speculation out there. There are articles, there are supposed leaks, there's lots of stuff going on. I just kind of want to put my 2 cents in there. Again, this is all going to be speculation. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going to happen. But I just thought you guys should hear what I think. Also, if you haven't watched my earlier video from today, I highly recommend it. It ties in perfectly with this video, and let's get started. So in the trailer, obviously the music starts. We're hearing the country roads, you know, West Virginia. That song that's stuck in everybody's head right now. We hear that, and that basically implies that the game's going to be in West Virginia. I'm hearing a lot of stuff about Northern Virginia, like along the interstate. I don't know where people are getting this information, probably from that leak. But regardless of which Virginia it's in, I think we can suspect some sort of rurality, you know, kind of like a countryside, something like that, something along those lines. And then, of course, you know, we're in the vault, and we see all the trophies. Some of those trophies have some funny stuff written on them. Others have some pretty serious stuff written on them, kind of hinting that maybe there's some sort of twist, at least in my theory. And then, of course, you see the giant reclamation day. That's very, very important. I've got a lot to talk about with that. And then, you know, you see the one vault dweller, just the one. You know, there's a whole party set up, and there's only one guy there. So basically, Vault 76 has been mentioned, I believe, on 2 separate occasions, maybe 3, in both Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. So the reason that it was even touched on is because it's considered a vault in the DC area, and as you guys know, Fallout 3 took place in DC. And I believe if you go to a terminal in the Citadel in Fallout 3, you can basically look up all of the vaults in the DC area. There's a terminal with all the information on it, and I'm going to include some pictures right here. You're probably already seeing them. And essentially, this terminal tells us really just a lot of the basics. We learned that there's 500 occupants in Vault 76, which really begs the question, where are they? You know, did something happen? Are they gone? Another really important thing to point out is that there's a total duration. It says 240 months, which obviously is 20 years. So this can go a couple different ways. Either something went wrong and everybody's still in the vault after 25 years, because we have to remember in the trailer it's the year 2102, which is 25 years after. Either that happened, or there really is just nobody left in the vault. They just left it as it was, and they went out to do whatever they were going to do. Another thing that a lot of people are drawing attention to is right here. It says Brainpower 4 is the computer control system. Really interesting. I actually don't know too much about this. Some people are saying it's some sort of like artificial intelligence, you know, some sort of thing to keep the dwellers in line, stuff like that. Some sort of like leader kind of thing, like an all-knowing computer leader, something like that. Regardless of what this Brainpower 4 is, I think it might play a role. That's at least what I think, just in my opinion. But we're going to take it to the next picture here. And this one is a lot more, there's a lot more information. So in here you're going to see that Vault 76 is one of 17 control vaults. Essentially what a control vault is basically just like a baseline vault that allows them to compare kind of like the people in the vault in relation to the vaults that they're running experiments on. I hope that makes sense. So basically, they just want to see how different the people in the control vaults are versus the people in the experimental vaults. And that's from Vault Tech, of course. And you can also see that it's supposed to open after 20 years. It's saying the residents will be pushed back into the open world. And that's something I kind of want to talk about. It's saying they're going to be pushed back. So I'm kind of confused, just because I don't know if there's going to be some sort of enforcing agent. Maybe that Brainpower 4 is like somehow going to make sure they stay out. Maybe it turns hostile. Maybe the vault turns on them. Who knows? So that begs the question, what is this guy doing in the vault after 25 years? You know, there's like a 5-year span of when they would have been pushed out. It's kind of there's kind of just a lot to know here. So I'm not really sure. My guess is that he's just some sort of looter. Either that, or they just chose not to show anybody else in the trailer. But then again, you know, it could have been anything. I mean, it could have been that the vault just like didn't open. Maybe there wasn't any enforcing agents. Maybe they just chose to stay. I know I personally would probably be afraid of going out into the wasteland after being in a nice little cushy, vault. But who knows? It could be anything. And then that's basically like all the actual solid information we have on Vault 76. We really don't know much. In which case, just based off of the trailer and just based off of these pictures that you were shown, I kind of have a little theory. I know I'm probably wrong. I know there might be people who have coined these ideas. I haven't really been paying attention to the speculation. I haven't really been paying attention to other people's opinions and stuff. I've only done just a little bit of research. So basically, just solely off of this Reclamation Day, this being pushed out of the vault, I just have a feeling that this game is going to revolve around rebuilding. Just a huge kind of not like a settlement building game, but something along the lines of maybe like Ark. I'm hearing a lot of people talking about it being like Rust. I've never played Rust. I've never watched gameplay on it, but maybe Ark and Rust are similar. I don't know. But for those of you who don't know what Ark is, it's basically like a prehistoric kind of game. They're like dinosaurs that you can tame. You can build your settlements. You can have your tribes. And with that being said, I'd say there's potential for it to be online. If not online, maybe co-op. Maybe you can find some stranded people in the wastelands. I would also like to say that you could probably be attacked by other people. I'd say there's a pretty good chance that if there is online, there's almost certainly going to be a sort of PvP aspect. But if you've watched my last video, the breakdown of the trailer, I pointed out that a lot of these people still had their material possessions. They still had a lot of their guitars and their board games and stuff like that. And I basically pointed that out just because I felt as though they were still kind of human. They still had their morals from the old world as opposed to the current one. And so I feel like they wouldn't go out into the wasteland and just kill people. So maybe it's some sort of building your settlement and protecting it from others, just because the people out in the wasteland have been able to adjust to that. They've probably become crazed and desensitized. And so maybe it's some sort of not a zombie game, but just something along the lines of building your settlement and protecting it. Again, speculation. All of this is speculation. So that's my theory. Just some little tidbits, some little extras. There were a couple things in the vault, like the trophies, as I mentioned before. Some of the trophies were pretty funny, like cleanest toilet bowl and stuff like that. But there was one that people were talking about. It's called the Isolation Trophy. I believe people are referring to it as. And essentially this Isolation Trophy says, "An appreciation for your commitment and dedication to our isolation program. Sacrificing many so some can live." And right next to it, it's a Vault-Tec seal. So that's really interesting. I would assume that maybe somebody in the vault was part of Vault-Tec. That could be wrong. At the same time, maybe something happened in the vault, something just cataclysmic where they had to, sacrifice people or something to save just a couple. Maybe that's why there weren't many people in the vault. Maybe something went wrong, and I don't know. Maybe that could be the basis for the game. Who knows? But yeah, so I thought that was pretty interesting. But I kind of want to take this time to talk about Bethesda and how this game was just sprung on us, which I love. I'm totally cool with it. We also have to remember that this could be anything. It might not even be a game. Who knows? Maybe it's, I don't know, like a creation club thing, which that would be catastrophic. That would destroy Bethesda. I feel as though they would just shut down after that. But yeah, I want to talk kind of about that. A lot of people were very critical of Fallout 4, and I don't understand that. I thought Fallout 4 is a great game. You can go watch my series right now. You can see I enjoy it. Maybe not the best Fallout game, but I thought it was just a phenomenal game in general, and I really don't feel like they deserve the criticism that they got. But with that being said, they're in a very touchy spot with the community, and if they mess this up, it could really hurt the franchise. It could hurt the community, and who knows? Who knows what would happen afterwards? So you kind of have to ask yourself, would Bethesda risk putting out something prematurely? Would they risk putting out something that's half done just for the sole purpose of getting something out there with the risks that are at hand? I don't think so. I think that they really probably thought this through. I think that they probably are going to put out something really nice for us, and I'm excited. I'm really excited for it. So for those of you who are hesitant or just really have low hopes for it, I hope that maybe changes your mind. But otherwise, I think we're going to see a lot of settlement building, a lot of kind of weapon customization, stuff like that. I'm not really positive about the online. I feel like that could go either way, but like Bethesda said, they said it's going to go in a completely new direction. I think they said completely different direction from the other Fallouts, so who knows, it could be anything. But yeah, let's conclude this video. Again, I just want to say all of this is speculation. Nobody knows anything. Just remember that. Nobody. Don't read the articles. Don't give in to the speculation, the leaks. Really, the only people who know about this is Bethesda. So we're gonna wait till June 10th for E3. We're all gonna sit down with our popcorn, get excited, watch the stream, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you made it to the end of the video, please leave a like and subscribe. And as always, dwellers, keep wandering.